All right, we're passing 50,000 feet. Time to get ready, boys.
Fast X is out in cinemas this week, and over the course of the franchise, we've seen a fleet of zombie cars, heard the word family over 30 times, and watched the cars literally defy the laws of physics by launching a car into outer space. And that got us thinking, what are the top 10 most what the f*** moments from the Fast and Furious franchise? And we've got a belter starting us off at number 1.
You lost the minute you interrupted my honeymoon. Now guess who I'm coming for.
In a moment that sums up the absurdity of the franchise, Dom uses his car to take on an actual submarine in a high-speed chase across a frozen lake in 2017's The Fate of the Furious. Cypher, played by Charlize Theron, has commandeered a nuclear submarine. Can a car outrun a submarine, I hear you ask? Well, in the world of the Fast and the Furious, of course they can. And they bloody well do.
That's a goddamn heat seeker coming at us! Peel off! Head to the shore!
He then uses the car's onboard weapons to disable the submarine's missiles and ultimately destroy the sub.
Stop!
This, my friends, is cinema at its finest. In at number 2, we have a scene from The Fast and the Furious 6, which went viral a few years ago, after people began to notice something strange between Hobbs and Dom. There have been many reports of a potential bust-up between Vin Diesel and The Rock over the years, and that is one of the theories behind this scene. People online noticed that in this intense face-off, the perspective of the scene didn't look right, leading to some fans speculating that the rift between the two actors had gotten so bad that they couldn't even be in the same scene together. It's never been confirmed whether this is true or not, but whatever the reason, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
I never thought I'd trust a criminal.
And sticking with The Rock's strangest moments in the franchise, this scene is truly a work of art. In Furious 7, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's character, Luke Hobbs, is injured during a fight with Deckard Shaw, and ends up with his arm in a cast. But a cast is no match for Luke bloody Hobbs. While looking out of his hospital bed window at the chaos that surrounds him, Hobbs decides it's time to rejoin the action, leading to one of the best moments ever in the history of cinema.
Dad, what's going on?
Daddy's gotta go to work.
Two things about this scene really stick out for us. One,
Daddy's gotta go to work.
is an incredible action hero line, and two, he literally flexes so hard he fixes his broken arm. I love this franchise.
We're in outer space!
Our next most what the f moment is one of the most iconic scenes in the franchise, and one which frankly will be hard to top, because they literally drove a car into f***ing space.
Oh my God! I don't want to die!
Ignition!
In Fast 9, two of the franchise's most beloved characters, Roman and Tej, take a joyride to space in a fancy car to save the world from a satellite hijacked by a supervillain. It's all very ridiculous and completely unrealistic, but that's what makes it so great. And I personally love the makeshift spacesuits, which of course would definitely work in real life and aren't ridiculous at all. This scene is a prime example of how the Fast and Furious franchise is all about pushing the limits of what's possible in the name of sheer entertainment, and in the name of family, I guess.
Safety sensors overridden.
Thank you. Ouch.
I don't know how the producers or writers of these movies come up with their ideas, but I can't decide whether the person who came up with the idea of a fleet of zombie cars deserves a knighthood, or should be sacked and never work again. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Anyway, in The Fate of the Furious, Cypher controls a group of self-driving cars that take over the streets of New York City. In the scene, the cars are shown to be driving themselves and causing accidents, almost like a swarm of bees, or zombies. The sequence is one of the most controversial in the series, with some fans praising the idea of a herd of zombie cars taking over Manhattan, with others saying it's too unrealistic. What? Even for a movie franchise that literally sends a car into space.
Oh, hell no. Are we supposed to drive across that?
Well, I said it looks like a bridge!
This scene in Fast 9 is just mwah, perfection. Dom, Letty and Roman are all attempting to retrieve a powerful computer device from a track. As they race across the bridge, they're pursued by a group of mercenaries led by Jacob, Dom's long-lost brother, destroying the bridge in the process. But what happens next is just wonderfully stupid. Tej, Roman and Ramsey somehow manage to drive over the collapsing rope bridge and get to safety. But what about Dom and Letty? They're in the middle of their own battle with Jacob, who goes speeding towards the rope bridge and jumps off it. But is then somehow miraculously saved by a magnet plane and flies him to safety. Yes, this actually happens. And we're not done either, because Dom and Letty are shown to defy the laws of physics as they zoom off the edge of a cliff.
No, Dom.
And smash into the rope, which then pulls them to safety. Oscars for everyone, you did it, you completed cinema. I'm off for a lie down.
Well, that was new.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Vin Diesel soaring through the air headbutting someone. This phenomenal moment takes place towards the end of Fast and Furious 6, when Dom chases down Owen Shaw and all chaos breaks out. One of Shaw's men charges at Dom, who responds by jumping in the air and delivering a flying headbutt. Beautiful. And sticking with the Fast family turning into Superman, this next moment is utterly ridiculous. We mentioned the submarine car chase and the fate of the Furious earlier on in the video, and if you thought Dom outracing a submarine wasn't mad enough, then please enjoy the moment that Luke Hobbs redirects an actual missile with his bare hands. As you can see, Hobbs is pursuing a submarine when it fires a missile at him. Instead of swerving to avoid it, Hobbs accelerates and drives directly at the missile. At the last second, he jumps out of the vehicle and grabs onto the missile. He then uses his immense strength to redirect the missile back towards one of Cypher's cars, which then explodes. Could that happen in real life? No, absolutely not. Do we care?
Absolutely fucking not.
Roman, you need some fresh air? Because you about to get a whole lot of it.
At what point in the Fast and Furious franchise do you think that they just decided to go all out nuts? I reckon it was this moment. In this scene, Dom and his team drive a fleet of high-performance cars out of an airplane and parachute down to the mountainous terrain below. Each car is equipped with a specialised parachute system that allows them to land safely on the ground. The cars fly through the air and perform incredible stunts as they navigate the treacherous terrain, culminating in a final showdown between Dom and Shaw on a rooftop helipad. And rounding us off nicely is one of the most explosive moments in the entire Fast and Furious franchise. The moment where Dom Toretto manages to escape an exploding plane. In this scene, Dom and his team attempt to stop Owen Shaw from escaping with a powerful computer chip. What happens next is nothing short of incredible and hilarious. Dom manages to see off Shaw by throwing him out of the plane, and thanks to the team tethering their vehicles to the plane, it starts to fail and eventually catches fire. It looks as though this is finally the end for Dom, who is still on board the plane. But this is Dom Toretto we're talking about here. He's not going to let an exploding plane stop him. Boom! Dom manages to escape by driving through the nose of an exploding plane, because he's invincible, god damn it. And that, in a nutshell, is why people love the Fast and Furious franchise. The way they always push themselves to find the most high-octane and over-the-top stunts that quite literally defy the laws of physics can only be admired. And if Fast X really is the beginning of the end of the saga, then we'll really miss seeing Dom and the family stick two fingers up to science and logic. Thanks for watching our top 10 most what the f moments of the Fast and Furious franchise, and make sure you give us a like and subscribe to the channel.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Kevin Hart.
Hi, my name's Eric Stonestreet.
Hi, I'm Margot. I'm Journey.
I'm James McAvoy.
I'm Daniel Radcliffe.
I'm Rebel Wilson.
I'm Jeremy Clarkson.
I'm going to be translating some Scottish tweets for It's Gone Viral.
On It's Gone Viral.
Ooh. On It's Gone Viral.